an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. When you let your nuts hang.
Yo, let me tell y'all about my ancestral sweeping under the rug ass. Yo, let me tell y'all about my bald-headed ass, ancestral sweeping under the rug ass. Let's keep secrets because we don't want to hold anybody accountable because those are our favorites in the family. Fucked up family. The McClens, Taylors, Bailey. Let me tell you about these dumbass motherfuckers. It is Thanksgiving, okay? And as y'all know, I went no contact with my family the day my mother died. I didn't even get to attend my mother's funeral, okay? Okay? Because of my grandmother's daughters, my mother's sisters, who were jealous of my fucking mother because she was the prettiest. Okay, we'll get into that another time. She was a light-skinned sister. She was the prettiest and she was the coolest, the most down to earth. Everybody fucked with her. And her sisters were evil fucking conniving ass bitches, okay? I'm gonna eat them up today. Because I'm mad, okay? Why the fuck I'm gonna call my ex-husband and I'm gonna say, hey, because we talked about Thanksgiving, we split the holidays. He had sighting last night, I get sighting tonight. He gonna say, sighting's going to your grandma's for a little bit for Thanksgiving. I said, no the fuck he's not. So let me explain something to you. My Aunt Tracy and Lori connived against me to call Child Protective Services on me the day my mom died because I beat my aunt up in my grandma's living room because she tried to fucking play with me in there and try to body check me, so I had to put her together. Okay? From there, they tried to say, oh, we're going to have police at the church, this, that, and the third. I didn't even go to the funeral because I didn't want my children around people that called Child Protective Services on me. And I also knew that I couldn't say, oh, you can't come to this or you can't come to that because I'm an adult. Okay? So I stayed the fuck home and grieved my mother on the day that she died because of my ain't shit ass fucking family in Boonton, New Jersey. Okay? The ones on Plain Street to fucking be exact. Okay? Why did my grandma call my ex-husband and invite my 8-year-old son to Thanksgiving when she knows I'm no contact with the family, when she knows that people are going to be at Thanksgiving that I don't fuck with? But you didn't call me and invite your 4-year-old grandson or your granddaughter who took care of your ass when all your fucking ain't shit ass children ain't do shit but let you sit in that fucking house and fucking rot. Y'all can go to hell respectfully. Minnie, all y'all. And anybody want to smoke, any of my family, any of my cousins, oh, you don't talk about grandma online like that. Suck my dick. Playing with my children like this. And then for my grandma to be almost 90 fucking years old and not look into herself and say, you know what? Let me at least invite my 4-year-old grandson. This bitch ain't even do that. This is how trifling my fucking family is. This is how trifling they are. Now, mind you, they was mad at me for getting on here telling them that my cousin was trying to fucking touch my fucking niece. And my niece told everybody, and everybody in the family just swept it under the fucking rug. And I was eating this nigga down every fucking day. Like, get your predator ass out of here. So then that's what caused my aunt to connive with my other aunt because I kept telling everybody her son was a predator. And my aunt wanted to protect his fucking honor. This is the same aunt who had a baby with this nigga Douglas Furman in fucking Morristown, New Jersey, and lied. Named my cousin the whole name. Douglas Jordan fucking Furman, my nigga. Named him the whole fucking name. Do you hear me? Only to find out that this baby belonged to some random African in fucking Irvington or North New Jersey. After the Furmans were doing everything for this fucking bitch. This is the kind of trifling ass family I come from. That's why my mom said I don't fuck with my sisters. I don't fuck with them. My mom did not fuck with them. I'm not even going to be mad, though. You know why I'm not going to be mad? Because I could understand where the dysfunction comes from. My uncle's a crackhead. The other one's a crackhead, too. They don't take care of any of their fucking children. Okay, they act like they don't even fucking exist. My one aunt, she's in an identity crisis. She don't know if she's white, Jamaican, or black. Okay, and then I got another aunt who is sick as fuck, but she's evil, and that's why she's sick. Her name is Tracy. She evil.
She said, I don't know if I'm white, Jamaican, or black. Like, I mean, two of them are kind of... Let's finish the story.
The shit, she lived in Virginia. And she tried to act like she's so genuine and such a good fucking person. But let's not talk about how you was getting them credit cards in grandma's name. You know, both of y'all sweeping it under the rug. Let's not talk about how you was getting them credit cards in grandma's name with her social security. Oh, all right. I'm going to just leave it here. Because what y'all not going to do is play with me on this Thanksgiving. Because y'all already know I eat it the fuck up. And what y'all not going to do is trigger me on Thanksgiving. On my third Thanksgiving without my mother. Well, that's what you're not going to do. That's what you're not going to do. And this is the thing. I wouldn't even went to Thanksgiving. They knew that already. But to invite one of my sons and not the other one is fucking diabolical. And for my grandma to be at almost fucking 100 years old and not, fucking moving around like, oh no, we can't do that. Family is family or whatever. It's diabolical to me too. Which why I understand these bald headed assholes now. I get it. I get why my mom stayed the fuck away. My mom would not attend family gatherings. It would be a fucking, and she'd be like, I'm not going to that. Because she don't fuck with those people. I also want my grandma to know I'm making this a public service announcement so my cousins and them can show this to her. She will not be seeing my kids no more. You thought moving like this on Thanksgiving was appropriate? Bitch, bye. I don't have respect for none of y'all no more. I don't have respect for none of y'all no more. I don't even like doing that. You thought that was appropriate to invite my 8-year-old son to Thanksgiving? What about, well, hold on, Grandma. Wait a second. What about your 4-year-old grandson? Y'all, nobody at the McClins, Bailey's, fucking whoever thought it was appropriate to invite my 4-year-old grandson. McClins, Bailey, Stockies, whoever. Nobody thought it was important to invite Lucian. Nobody thought it was important to invite him. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that. But you thought it was okay to invite my 8-year-old to Thanksgiving. Grandma, I want to let you know this will be your last Thanksgiving with my kids. I pray that it's not your last Thanksgiving. Minnie McClin, this will be your last Thanksgiving with my children. You played. My mother would never do no shit like that. Your daughter, Alice Marie McClin, she would never do no shit like that. You got a lot of fucking nerve to be the matriarch and the patriarch of the family and dick ride and not say, you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I run this. My granddaughter who helped me, my granddaughter who took care of me, my granddaughter who took care of my insulin, my granddaughter who took care of me when nobody was there, when my fucking kids were too good to come see me, would be in town at Joanne's house and not even fucking stop by. Bitch, bye. All y'all. And when I say bitch, I say that in the most loving, respectful way. Fuck y'all. Bye. Bye. Grandma, this will be your last day seeing my child. Looking like I'm gonna have to go get a restraining order against motherfuckers for my children. Because y'all don't respect boundaries. I already compromised with y'all. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't call y'all. I don't reach nothing. It's looking like y'all don't have no respect. So it's looking like, what else is a mother to do when you're a toxic ass, ancestral ass family that wants to sweep everything under the rug? And secondary, I don't want my kid around certain people when I'm not there. Like my cousin Jordan, I don't want my kid around that. You want to touch family members? I don't want you around my child. Especially when I'm not there to observe what the fuck is going on. And your mother ain't no better because she swept that shit under the rug and was mad at everybody else that you was a fucking predator. Big Trace. So listen, now my family is trying to sugarcoat the fact that we were going to come get Lucian. I was just talking to my other sister about coming to get Lucian. Are you guys fucking dumb? Like, realistically. Like, I want you to take a step back and see what it looks like. I just got off the phone with my grandmother to tell her Happy Thanksgiving. She didn't invite me to Thanksgiving. She didn't even tell me my son was coming. My ex-husband told me my son was coming when I was getting ready to go pick him up. That grandma called, she want him to come for Thanksgiving, Bree. She said, come to Thanksgiving? I didn't even know that my mother's mother was having Thanksgiving. My dead mother's mother. My maternal grandmother, who I took care of and lived with. When nobody else showed up for her. And you guys are trying to gaslight me in a message saying, oh, we were going to get Lucian. We were just trying to figure out how to do it. You guys, Thanksgiving was coming all year. You didn't just find out grandma was cooking today. You guys had a plan. My one sister lives in PA. You're driving here. You planned this. Nobody thought to say, hey, Brienne, grandma's having Thanksgiving. I know you probably won't go or whatever. No, that means that you guys were in cahoots and you guys all knew what was going on. Don't try to fucking sugarcoat shit now. Y'all gotta stop fucking playing with me like that because y'all know I'm smarter than that. This will be my grandmother's last day seeing my children. And if I have to go get a court order, I'll do that. That's the bottom line.
Something also tells me that she's the goddamn problem too. She's not just... The her is just telling me she's the goddamn problem. Let alone everything that the family is doing. They're the problem also. But so they reach out to your kid's father to bring your son around, which I don't see it as a bad thing, but the secrets and the lies and the perversion of the family, I would want to. If it was a regular family, I'd be like, but because it's not a regular family, I get it. I wouldn't want my kid over there, but I find it kind of like, damn, he should know his family, but they kind of crazy, and they touch on people, kids, but it's a sad situation. But in all actuality, Joker says, PJ, I was just thinking that too. She's the problem too. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe to this video, baby.
So now let me update you on the next round. So me and my ex-husband have a 50-50 custody agreement. Okay? It's pretty lax. It's pretty leisure. It's supposed to be 1 week on, 1 week off. However, my son, he normally keeps sighting throughout the week. Not a big deal. He likes being with his dad, and his dad likes being with him. My grandmother called my ex-husband to invite my son to Thanksgiving when me and my ex-husband already know how the holidays go. And I spoke to him yesterday. And I said, I'll be picking Sai up tonight, which was yesterday. He said, no, they had something going on. Could I pick him up in the morning? I called him this morning to say, hey, I'm coming to grab Sai in. He says to me, oh, could you grab him a little bit later because grandma wanted him to come over there? I said, no, I cannot grab him a little bit later. We have dinner at 2:00, and Sidon is coming to Thanksgiving with his mother this year. It's not, whatever, okay? Not only that, that was when I found out that my grandmother was having Thanksgiving. So then I'm looking around, and I say, I have my other child here. You didn't think to invite, the McClins didn't think to invite the other child. So now my ex-husband's acting dumb, and he's like, trying to act wrong and strong. So I said, here's what we can do. I can see you at court. Not only that, right? The Trump administration is in right now. Like, why would you even play this game? Okay? Not only that, you have my son cooped up in a small-ass house. My son has his own room here. There's room to roam. This house is way bigger than my ex-husband's. Do you think the court is going to say, no, you got 4 fucking people cooped up in it, and then you don't want to fucking acknowledge that we have a 50. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get a police escort to my grandmother's house to go get my son. Happy Thanksgiving, okay? I'm going to get the Booton police to escort me to go pick up my son, okay? All right, let's do this. And then, after that, I'm going to get a restraining order against my grandmother and put my kid's name in it so they can leave me the fuck alone since people don't know boundaries. And since Alphonse want to act stupid, too, we can play that game. So now let me...
Now, because the father of the kid is taking him over there, now you want to make him the that I don't agree with, because he don't know your family's trauma. He don't know your family trauma. He just like, hey, I know you don't like your family, but they want to see my kid. And now she's trying to make him seem like, oh, your house is too small, you can't be a parent, nigga. What? She just said he likes to be with his son, and her son likes to be with his dad. Girl, you about to mess everything up over this. She should learn to use her words instead of TikTok, because this is not it. Learn to use your words and express what's going on. She said the Trump administration. What the hell the Trump administration got to do with any goddamn thing? But it just along with the hair, it just lets me understand who the goddamn problem is. The ex-husband is just trying to please everybody. He not the bad person in this whole thing, and I think it's just sad. It's just sad. And then she's like, your house is too small, your room is too, but the kid is happy.
So now my ex-husband just tried to text me and hit me with the okie doke talking about, since you want to have drama on Thanksgiving, I'm going to take Sidon to New York with you. Go ahead. Go ahead. But like I said to him, we have a custody agreement. You agreed on something. You can't renege on that agreement because my grandmother called you and said, could you bring him here? I really want to see him for Thanksgiving. And now you didn't want to tell my grandmother no, and you told her yes, and now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't give a fuck about your rock and a hard place. I'm his mother. The mother takes precedence. Grandparents don't have rights in New Jersey. That's the fucking bottom line. So it's crazy. It is what it is. I guess I'll get a police escort over there and make sure my son's not there. So let me break this down for you too. Let me just break down a little bit so you can understand the dynamic. My grandmother not only did not invite me, okay? Because I'm a truth teller. I told about my cousin trying to touch my niece, and the whole family was trying to act like it just never happened and make us sweep it under the rug. And every time I see my cousin, or every time there was a family group chat, I reminded them that he was a predator, okay? It's my Aunt Tracy's son, right? So let me explain something to you. My grandmother has other grandchildren right in Boonton. Courtney and Jacob McClin, Ava Maya, Trinity. Okay, she has other kids in Boonton, but she didn't invite them because my uncles, those are my uncle's kids. I have other cousins. And because they neglected and abandoned their children and they chose to smoke crack and do dope, they feel ashamed, I'm assuming, or my grandma doesn't want them to have to feel ashamed. So instead, do you know what she does? Do you know what she does? She literally, bro, these people, she doesn't invite them. I have
Wait, how do you know she didn't invite them? Oh no, Joker. It's not. I don't know how you like on Twitch either, but that's just for the YouTube. I'll put this on YouTube, like the video on YouTube. That's what I'm saying it's for, because all this is going on YouTube. But that's what I'm saying that for. Yeah, somebody here. But yeah, how does she know the family wasn't invited? That's what I need to get clarification on that, because she's making this all about one thing and not saying the most important thing is that she's not going, but she's creating an issue with the baby daddy, who's just trying to keep he like, man, my kids need to see their family. Hey, we not doing much on Thanksgiving. Once our Thanksgiving over, he free to go. But you making it a problem. So, but if it's her year for Thanksgiving, then I get it. If it's her year to have the son for Thanksgiving, then I get it. So, it is what it is.
Cousins right in the town there. Do you think that my grandma called up there and said, hey, Dee, do you want to send the girls down here? I know they haven't seen their father in a while. No, she didn't. You know why? But my uncle will show up at Thanksgiving with his crackhead girlfriend, Robin. His dopehead girlfriend, Robin. They're going to show up there. They got invited, but none of the kids got invited. I didn't get invited. And the reason why the kids didn't get invited is because they felt like my uncle's girl was supposed to stay with him when he started doing dope and was spending all the rent money. That woman did everything in her power to try to save her family. And so my grandma comes from the era where she stayed with my grandfather even when he was fucking cheating her. My grandfather had several kids outside of the marriage and also gave my grandmother crabs before. I didn't even know that was a real thing. My grandma thought, yeah, he gave me crabs before. And she said, we was itching, and I remember I was going off. This is a normal behavior. This is a normal behavior. Same thing for my Nana. Stay with my granddaddy. He whooped her ass. My family are the type of people, they stay married till they die to the wrong motherfuckers. Not only did my grandfather cheat on my motherfucking grandmother viciously and have children outside of the fucking marriage, my grandmother took care of some of those children, okay? And then he fucked around and died from a lupus complication and left her with 6 kids by herself in poverty, while her family lived on Rock Lane and had money and did nothing for my grandmother or picked and choose who they were going to take. Okay, let's be clear. My mom told me they wanted to take my mom because she was light-skinned, hazel eyes. She was beautiful. And she was the first kid. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the dysfunction in this family. And they're going to sweep it under the rug. But as my platform grows, I'm going to keep telling people who these fucking people are. Because until y'all apologize, until y'all go heal, until y'all stop victimizing people, y'all going to be accountable in this motherfucker. All right? None of y'all going to walk nowhere. Okay? The truth is the truth, and I'm going to tell it all. So let me ask y'all a question, because I just need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. So let me explain a little bit of the backstory, because I got on here and I ranted. Today is Thanksgiving. I called Siden's dad yesterday because, as you guys know, we have a 50-50 custody agreement. It's the holiday, and Side normally spends most of his holidays with me. Christmas, me and his dad split. So Side will come with me on Christmas Eve. He'll stay overnight. He opens his presents. We started opening them on Christmas Eve, but sometimes we open them in the morning. And then his dad will get him, because his dad is Catholic, so they have this really big party at the Cathedral in Notre Dame in New York City. They're very Catholic. So just here, stay with me. So I called his dad and I said, hey, I'll be there to get Siden at about 1:30 for dinner, for Thanksgiving. He says, oh, Brienne, can you maybe get him 5? So I say, I can't get him at 5 because we're having Thanksgiving dinner where we're going at 2 p.m. He says, well, Grandma called and she wants Siden to come over there for Thanksgiving for a little bit. She really want to see him. So I said, that's fine. But no, he cannot go there this year. I'm not going. Not only did I not even know that they were having Thanksgiving, because why were both of my children not invited? Okay, I wasn't going to go. I'm no contact with them. I only speak to my grandmother. Okay, but why were both of my children? So what my grandmother did was go behind my back, call my ex-husband on a Thanksgiving and say, hey, can you bring Sidon here? Not his mother, not his mother, not his mother, not his mother. And say, hey, can you bring him here for Thanksgiving? I'm having the family. So my ex-husband says to me on the phone, he's like, I thought you were going. I didn't know. No, my grandma didn't tell him that. That's why it's manipulative. You lied. You held information. So I say he's not going there. And I also don't know who's going to be there. So as I explained before, my cousin got caught touching my niece, or my niece came out and said, hey, he tried to touch me. And I'm uncomfortable. It was really a big thing. And the whole family tried to sweep it under the fucking rug. So that's another reason why I don't want them there either, unless I know who's there. Because my family is very comfortable with sweeping ancestral fucking behavior under the rug. And apparently, it's been an ongoing secret for years that this has been going on. I had one aunt, they said, that was sleeping with her cousin, a cousin named Redetta Trenton. So I don't know, and they're cousins, first fucking cousins. Yeah. So apparently, and then this was an ongoing thing, or a quiet secret in the family. I'm flabbergasted. So I've gone no contact with my family. I speak to my grandmother because when I went no contact with her too, she was crying all the time, asking everybody to call me to see if I would talk to her. So when I finally forgave her and started talking to her, okay, I thought that she would understand the boundary, but she fucking don't. So I know I'm not wrong. So I called my grandma and I said, hey grandma, happy Thanksgiving. I just want you to refrain from reaching out to my ex-husband asking for my son, especially on a holiday when you know that I don't spend any holidays with you guys and that's my child. You can invite them, that's fine. But I think that you need to invite them through me. I'm your granddaughter. No, she went over my head. She called my ex-husband. She has my son coming there for Thanksgiving. Didn't invite her other grandson, who's 4 years old. Didn't even say she was having a gathering. So, am I wrong? And I didn't even want to go, but am I wrong? You didn't even consult. There's just so many things here that I can't touch. I'm torn. You know what's even more crazy? You guys know I went no contact with my family. It's even more crazy that they continue to push the boundaries when I don't speak to them. It's diabolical to me. And my grandmother moving like a snake ass bitch, slithering, doing that. You could have called me. So you thought to call my ex-husband and ask for my child, my 8-year-old son, and not call me and see if I could drop Lucian off, or, hey, can he come for Thanksgiving? None of that. And that's why I can't fuck with it. So all the family will try to sugarcoat it, right? Because this is what they do. Oh, she's old. No, fuck that. You too fucking old to be acting like that. You too fucking old to not be able to put the pieces together in your motherfucking mind as the matriarch and the grandmother of the motherfucking family. You too fucking old, Minnie. I said what I said. And like I said before, any of my cousins want to come see me, they can come get it. I'll send the address. They already know what it is.
Okay. I've had enough of this shit. I just got fed up. You know why I got fed up? Because she's dressed. I don't know if this is an apron or a dress or what this is, but girl, it's almost 2:00 Thanksgiving and you're still cooking. You got flour everywhere. You ain't did your hair. And what? Then what? Man, come on, man. Get your ass dressed. You turning up on this family, and then, mind you, this is still Thanksgiving Day. All these videos she's making and putting out. Bro, this woman has at least 40, 50 videos. And it's just bro, you put too much energy into this. You should have been putting energy into that food, and energy into being thankful, energy into getting your hair combed, putting some clothes on, because whatever that is that you're wearing, it looks like an apron. Mind you, y'all know what an apron look like. in the two spaghetti straps. That's not a shirt. That's a kiss me I'm the cook, kiss the cook apron. Joker says, trust me, that food was nasty as F. She put hate into that food, not love. For real. For real. Like, to have this type of energy would throw everything off. You will not have a good Thanksgiving. And the time that you're supposed to be spending it with the ones that's there, and you walking around here braless, shirtless, ass out the back, because you know aprons don't got no ass on the back. You probably in your big ass drawers. Man, stop it. This is the negative energy. You know what, man? Let me leave it alone, because I ain't even gonna go there. But bro, everybody got this in their family. People might not want to admit it, but yeah, you got these motherfuckers in your family, and you just be like, man, you know what? I ain't even finna push that button. you, you be like that emergency button. Nope. Not finna push the emergency button. Not finna go for it. You gotta flip the latch up and all the sirens going off. But push the button. Push the button. No. We're not setting off that nuclear bomb at all. You got those people in your family, dog. And the fact is, she's one of them. Apple don't fall far from the tree. What she thought? The dysfunction stopped at her? Hell no. She's part of it. She just refuses to put up with it. She's trying to break the cycle of the dysfunction, which is great because, you know, at some point, this is what Mike Epps was talking about. I don't see why we have 3 generations of food stamps. I don't either. The reason why is because the kids don't pour into, I mean, the generation that's coming up on food stamps, and you see how you living, you don't pour into your children. You be like, hey, or your mother didn't pour into you, and you don't pour into your children. So now you got 3 generations of food stamps recipients that are not trying to do better for their lives. Y'all just taking advantage of the system instead of taking advantage of the system. Because there's a difference between sitting around on your ass and taking advantage of the system and taking advantage of the things that the system provides and using it to get a leg up. Although once you get that leg up, it's all on you. And that's what Mike Epps is saying. It's all on you. Because it's everybody. People who don't get food stamps, it's on you. But then when you have somebody who don't get food stamps, do you think they trying to, like, I don't get food stamps. And I got kids, a lot of them. Don't judge me. But the amount of work I put into my kids, the amount of lessons I teach them, when they see I'm mad at them for something, they be like, I'll be like, but did you do something? What was it that you did that made me tell you about yourself? They don't realize that. I said, well, you know what? The reason why I'm telling you, because I'm telling you where you're wrong, and I'm giving you a solution to fix it, is because I want you to be better. I want you to be better. This family, she's trying to get her family to be better, but she's a dysfunctional person. So I hope that whatever she's pouring into the kids that are at the house, I hope she's pouring into them so they don't get the dysfunction that you have, because this woman is clearly fucked up. And that's not her fault. But she recognizes that it's dysfunction. She recognizes that they don't give a damn. She recognizes that they're manipulators. She recognizes that there's narcissists, that there's predators over there. Great. But she was brought up in that. She brought up in that chaos. So now she think that, oh, she don't realize she part of that chaos. But she do realize that she don't want to be a part of it. So she take her kids away. But this shit that she doing on Thanksgiving is making it like, bro, you ain't cooking shit because you over here making TikToks. You frustrated at the family. Stop being frustrated at the family. Live your life. Go get your kid. Live your life. Stop arguing with people who don't give a damn. Because really, we going to be nosy, but we don't give a damn.